Howdy, Commonwealth. This is Great Grandpa Gamer. We're with Nora at the Enclave military site, the observation post. I don't blame Nora for checking on them. Those guys had a hit contract out on her. I figured that's pretty rude. She's going to make her way over to the Murkwater construction site. It's just past this bog, but on the way there, she could check on some of her Minutemen buddies. Now, you think about this. If you had to be posted somewhere, would you prefer Alaska or this bog?
Hey there.
I'm telling you, I don't know who they take off. Certainly wasn't Nora. But having that job kind of stinks. Okay, and off to the left are some concrete bunkers. You know, I forgot what those were. I may have to check that out. There it is. Murkwater construction site. Now we're getting there. Another proper settlement. Quite a bit done there, Nora. Outdid yourself. Let's see what we've got. The old garage. The old shack that was just beams holding it up. Nice job. Has a proper roof. Looks like it has proper walls. There's some big holes in it, but okay, that doesn't look bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, right next door, there's that old truck. It didn't go anywhere. Looks like the foundation for a shack, and our poor old truck driver, he's still there. You know, it's raining. Before we move on, let's get some clear weather mortars up into the sky, and I have no power. Okay, Granddad needs to go really fast because this part's boring. Real quick, Wi-Fi glitch. Thanks to the school zone. And we got power. Those things should be kicking off any moment. Alright, let's take a look at our truck shack. That's what we'll call it, the truck shack. Looks pretty good. Cozy. Got a place for the necessary. We don't need to look down the toilet there. Maybe a place for the necessary, but we don't necessarily need to see that. Okay. The knot. I'm sure that means something. See the sidewall right there? Got a bunch of signs patching holes. We see balcony railings at the bottom. We saw a junk fence. Okay. Let's start looking in another building. We've got two shacks stacked haphazardly on top of each other. I kind of enjoyed that. It looked kind of cool. This one looks like a proper clothing store. Well, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. Let's get on down here. Let's see what the bottom layer of this stacked shack is. I enjoyed saying that too much. I'm sorry. All right. This looks like a place for somebody to hang their hat. Now, if you saw my preview of the Murkwater build, you've already seen me build the outside of these tiny apartments. And I even decorated that one while I was at it. Let's go take a look at the rest of them. It's not bad. Got some vegetation there. Looks like a proper TV room. Yeah, nice little decorations. TV. Of course, there's nothing on TV except for a test signal. Oh well. Some of these balcony railings I put in place using the flamingo. I used to use the ashtray. The flamingo seemed to do a pretty good job, so that was fun. Ooh, that's a weird place. I guess we're planning on renting this room out to somebody with a fungus fetish. Oh, a gnome fetish? No, that doesn't look good. Thought I saw the blood flowers. Yeah, let's look at this room. It's bound to be better than that weird one. Ah, take it back. Oh, yeah, take it back. Children of Adam. Let's close that door and forget about it. Ah, that beta emitter is keeping this here Mirelurk calm. He wants to be on the stairs, so we'll take a look at the place below it. By the way, the settlement has lots of water, but the footprint for the large water purifier was getting in the way of anything I wanted to build, so I got rid of it and sunk those small ones into the dirt. A couple people live here, I guess. All right. I'm going to pause my audio for a bit. I have a problem with the size. Well, we move that doggone Mirelurk out of my way, booger face. Oh, he's disgusting. That's not a face I want to kiss. Okay, up here, what do we have? A few beds. They look comfy. Junk store. Okay, clinic. Yeah, that makes some sense. I managed to stick some shelves up on these shack walls, these slanted shack walls. They just fit. So it gave me the ability to put some chems up there or junk supplies. Look at the side of the main building. I think we had more than that vertibird crash down near here. There's a lot of old airplane parts. There we go. This one is being used for a security desk. And there's a Tesla cannon there. Thank you, Enclave Remnants from the Creation Club for free. Still available. Go get it. Okay, up these stairs. Looks like did quite a bit with the scaffolding here. That settler, the moment she walked into the settlement, she picked up a gun and headed straight for the security posts. There's a Raider tarp above those train cars. You've seen the train cars, the top of them are just completely rusted through. There are more holes than there is metal. So just for kicks, I put a Raider tarp on top of it. We're going to pretend that the rain stayed out. I think it's a weapons workbench, yeah. Able to hide a suitcase and a lunchbox in there. There's a bed with a sleeping bag on it. Right on top. Vault girl. A sit pillar going through the floor. You can merge a lot of things right into the top of it. So I merged a light. Hello, security guard. We're just coming through. So those train cars are up on stilts. The stilts were too short. Oh, just to make it look like they belong there in the swamp water, they have concrete sleeves on the bottom of them. That wood won't rot. Okay. Another shack. Thank goodness this didn't have a toilet in the corner. That's a cooking station. Yeah, looks like that couch has a sleeping bag piled in. Show that. What the heck is going on here? Trying to move. What? Piper? That's pretty rude, girl. Okay, that's the small piece of the barn wall, and that is a balcony railing, which I merged together to create kind of a wall and a window. That tree is too close to it, so I couldn't put a normal wall. I think I got lucky. I feel like, well, I know I like the way it looks. I'll keep circling around those train cars. We're going to have to go take a look sooner or later. We just crossed my little muck bridge and got a few muck planks sunk into the muck. Okay. A decorative branch sticking through the wall. There you go. You can see all kinds of daylight through the roof of this thing. Therefore, the Raider tarp. So it's got a nice little corner here. I don't know what they... Open the door. Oh, it's one of those rooms Nora doesn't want me to see. Enclave movement. Acidic weapon research. Oh man, what is she up to? She definitely... Piper! I wasn't doing anything. Nothing, really. Oh, you didn't see this open door, really. Yeah, sit down on the couch and enjoy yourself. Watch that TV. I'm getting out of here before she tells on me. So those are just sunken shack pieces in the floor. Doggone mirelurks. Oh well, up here we have some Nuka World decorations framing that balcony. It's kind of fun to do. I was just going to use them as railing guards, but the concrete railings snapped right in after I put those Nuka World decorations. That knot that you see is a sculpture made out of ball tracks. That was kind of fun, and I accidentally stumbled on it just when I was playing. Here's the old floor to the old torn down, busted up building that was here in Murkwater. I couldn't do a thing with the floor, so I just went to town and put junk everywhere. Managed to find a place to put a chair. Even put a fireplace. Now that one is one of the homes. Charleston, I don't know. But it came with Creation Club. Yeah, that couch was the original couch. Now it has a sleeping bag merged in. More settlers get to sleep there. This is the exterior of the house. My barn walls reached on the outside, gave me a nice little hole, put a stairway in. And we have a restaurant here. Nora's been teaching the settlers how to set the tables. Looks like they need some work. See how they did setting the bar. What the heck? Is that a bone saw? A combat knife, upside down plates, a switchblade, surgical scalpels. Okay, they got to work on that table setting. There's the bar. I like the way that turned out. Put a couple of gun racks in the front of the bar, covering up the word bar, and put the open sign. I enjoyed that. I like the way it looks. Here's our balcony. Yeah, we've got a couple of booths up here. Let's see how they set that. A surgical tray. That's not a plate. Would you eat off a surgical tray? And that machete is not a knife. Okay. We got the mesh warehouse floors, those little bitty lights on top of it. We're putting them to work in a way they probably didn't predict. Top floor. Looks like a bunk room. One ugly bed. Yep, those couches have sleeping bags merged in. A little bit of place for the wardrobe for these settlers. Yeah, eliminated the need for several beds. But we have a couple of token beds here. I wonder if the pathing will let the settlers get back there. Okay, I think we've seen just about everything we can during the daytime. So let's wait till night. Be right back. Alrighty. Let's go check out those bunkers that are just a short walk away from the Murkwater. There's something about these bunkers I'm trying to remember. There it is, a door. All right, what was in here? And this is where I learned my mistake. I forgot about that trap. Yep. Annihilator sentry bot. It's a good thing I'm like 1,000th level. Okay, let's go back to Murkwater. And let's see what the lights look like at night. Look kind of cool from here. I always like how the lights bleed through the cracks in the walls. All different things. In fact, even my provisioner is throwing off red light just to add to it. Okay, this place is called The Knot. And I think that sculpture tells us why it's called The Knot. Let's take a tour around, see what the lighting looks like. I kind of want to go around the backside to show you something. It's not all that impressive, but I kind of like to make things look weird. And so I did some rug glitching. Took two rugs, two small rugs, one on top of the other, and we just rug glitched these floor lamps into the stumps and the trees. Kind of dark around the backside there. There we are. Looks like the lights are growing out of the trees. I like that effect. It's that shack bridge. I just put one after the other and flipped them over as I was going. Changes the appearance a little bit. There's our main building with the lit up posters. These doggone boogery faced mirelurks. Yep. This building didn't change too much. Yeah, it looks about the same. It says dark. But we didn't see that before. This is a mirelurk farm called the Knot. I have a feeling our mirelurk's going to be on the dinner plate. Folks, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for watching this video all the way through. I do appreciate you. You have a fantastic day.